wrestling fans, you're welcome. You're watching CCW TV. This is Aaron Hathaway here, and with me is Lou King Sharp, commentating here on this DPW tag team match between Pete Phoenix and Lunico versus Gal Barahay and CJ Talias here from CCW's Seize the Day. With me tonight for commentary is Lou King Sharp, all the way from Vice City, Glasgow, Scotland. Welcome, Lou. It's a pleasure to have you with me tonight.
Aaron, as always, it's a pleasure to be here calling this CCW action live from Copenhagen, Denmark. In the ring, we have an example of the fine international talent that you can see only in CCW. First, leaving the kibbutz and chasing his dream of being a professional wrestler, we have CJ Talias. And in his corner, by his side, we have Gal Barahay. Both of these men looking to leave Copenhagen as the DPW Tag Team Champions, and they are no strangers to the gold. CJ Talias is a former AWO champion, a former AWO Israeli champion. Both of these men are no stranger to an international ring, having performed in Morocco as well as their native home of Israel, and now here in Denmark.
Absolutely right, and here in Denmark, meeting what could only be one of the most formidable challenges possible to any athlete here in Scandinavia is the reigning DPW champion, the duo of Lunico and Pete Phoenix. No matter who you are, for a first fight in Copenhagen, this is an uphill battle.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the gatekeepers of the Danish Wrestling Tag Team Division. If you want to make a name in this tag team division in this country, there's two men that are looking to stop you, and you're looking at them right now. They have been on a tear here in CCW. They have been unstoppable in DPW, and they are showing that by holding their titles above their head tonight.
Absolutely. You see the energy with which they enter the ring, the belts around their waist, confirming the talent, the effort, the skill that they have put into this sport here in Denmark, and the name they've made for themselves. Truly a monumental night for them, and a challenging night ahead for Gal Barahay and CJ Talias to take on your reigning DPW Tag Team Champions.
And you can hear exactly what the Copenhagen crowd think of these two. And you can see on their face that they don't care in the slightest.
You hear that chant in the background, Heller up Speed translates to Heller up Pig. Heller up, of course, referring to the wealthy Danish suburb north of Copenhagen where Pete Phoenix hails from. They resent his money, they resent Mr. Universe for the legacy he represents for being new money, a young rich man in this wrestling field. Absolutely, they have not won the admiration of this crowd, but they have won, and you can tell that by the belts on their waist. They have won their respect.
Well, it'd be hard not to win the respect of these two. They have proved time and time again that they're a force to be reckoned with here in Denmark, both as singles competitors and as a joint together as a tag team. If CCW had tag team titles, I'm confident that it would be those two holding them. But these two are not to be underestimated. I know Gal Barahay well. He's been training under the LKS online dojo. He's one of the hungriest young wrestlers in the world today. There's no one out there working as hard as he is right now. Look at the shape that this guy's in, and he's only got bigger. He's only got better since this match, and I'm sure that he's going to impress here tonight.
One can only wait and see as we see the formidable physiques of Gal Barahay and CJ Talias lined up against the unquestionable might of those belts from Mr. Universe and Lunico. It's going to be a question here of legacy versus newcomer to see whether these international talents have something that could topple your reigning tag team champions here in Copenhagen, Denmark, as CCW's Seize the Day.
For every tag team out there that's hungry for their tag team titles, Pete Phoenix and Lunico are starving, and they are not letting them go. They know that those tag team titles are that is a status in Denmark, being the DPW Tag Team Champions. DPW was one of the first promotions in Denmark, Chaos was one of the first wrestlers in Denmark. Those tag team titles have got history behind them, and being the guys that hold them show and tell the fans that these guys are the best.
100% these two young wrestlers are wearing a piece of Danish sports athleticism around their waists. And tonight the proof is in the pudding as we see how that pans out against these two challengers. The bell rings, sending them off here. CJ Talias starting off against Pete Phoenix here in the ring.
Now this was actually CJ Talias' last match before he joined the army back home.
Is that right?
You got to wonder if any of that military training's going to come in handy tonight.
Phoenix off to a start. Talias with the leg lock around the throat of Pete Phoenix, giving him a strong challenge right out of the gate. You see that look of surprise on Pete Phoenix's face, the look you expect to see on a man who's got more than he bargained for.
Back to the collar and elbow tie up now. Leg pick there. Going for the pin. 1, 2. Pete Phoenix switches it just in the nick of time. That could be a slow count there. And CJ Talias just managing to trip the legs. Pete Phoenix trying to get out of the situation, getting into the corner, cutting that ring in half and staying in his own territory.
Unusual, especially for a wrestler so energetic, so ego-fueled as Pete Phoenix to be tagging out this early in the match, but maybe this is something that suggests Pete Phoenix, not something we see often from him, but Pete Phoenix may just be intimidated right here tonight by CJ Talias here in the ring at Seize the Day.
I don't believe it for a second. I've been in that ring with Pete Phoenix many times, and I know fine well that this is a tactical decision. Pete Phoenix, he's staying on the side of that ring, trying to keep himself fresh, trying to keep himself out of sight, out of mind. And I have no doubts that he's going to be sneaking around at the side of that ring like a snake waiting to strike.
If you say so, Luke King. Right now we're witnessing both the other halves of these tag team duos, Gal Barahay versus Lunico here. Two impressive physiques, specifically Gal Barahay, seeing him intimidating Lunico with a show of force right out of the start. Definitely playing mind games here to get into the heads of these reigning champions. Quick reversals here from the two wrestlers, bringing them back. Gal Barahay again showing he has got what it takes to hold up his end of this tag team, hailing from Israel.
Keeping control of that arm, showing some impressive athleticism. And a big leg drop there.
Dual leg drop out of the abdomen of Lunico here and tag into CJ Talias. Partner move, very smart, very tactical decision, seeing that planning.
He's getting that chin lock on, but he's close to the ropes. You can see Lunico now trying to get a leg on that rope there as he's coming back round.
Strong, secure leg lock from CJ Talias, but too early to wear down Lunico like that. The quick drop tags into Pete Phoenix, a smart and a tactical move. The moves of two men who know how to get a title belt and to know how to hang on to them.
CJ Talias, the veteran of the team here, fighting out of AWO. AWO, you know, they are an international promotion. They're represented in Morocco and Ukraine, and of course in CJ Talias' home country of Israel. I don't know if you'll remember where that is after taking that to the mush there, but he gets a hand on the rope. He's still aware.
After all these head blows, you got to wonder if he'll remember how to get back home after this match.
Absolutely.
Headbutt by Lunico straight to a sensitive region. If you've been up against Lunico in the ring, you know this is a favorite move of his. Certainly no favorite of his opponent here, as we can see CJ Talias writhing in pain in the center of the ring here, tagged out for more punishment by Pete Phoenix here.
This is a dominating display of Pete Phoenix and Lunico. I wouldn't be surprised to see CJ Talias tap out here. He's been through a lot. but he does still have fight in him. You can see the legs kicking, you can see his body moving. He's not ready to go yet.
Huge elbow to the abdomen, 3 in a row, breaking the resolve of Pete Phoenix, but only for so long. Met with a knee direct to the mouth here. Pete Phoenix capitalizing on his moment here, bringing with a huge knee drop straight to the cranium of CJ Talias, discombobulating. How is the man going to get to the airport after an experience like this in the ring?
Pete Phoenix getting mouthy with the ref, dragging him into that corner there, trying to make an example of CJ Talias, trying to make a putz of him, trying to make a schmuck of him.
Brought into the corner there with Lunico and Pete Phoenix. CJ, you're in the wrong neighborhood.
I don't think this is quite the welcome to Denmark that these two had planned, but it's the one that they're getting at the hands of Pete Phoenix and Lunico, the DPW Tag Team Champions. You can see on the face of Lunico, he loves this. He thrives on moments like this.
Everything but a warm welcome here in Copenhagen tonight. You know, they say the Danes are the happiest people in the world, but you look at a match like this and you gotta wonder why.
And CJ Talias don't look like he's going to be too happy after going into that corner.
2 servings of turnbuckle for dinner here tonight in Denmark.
And he's got a double fish hook there. The underhook.
Tries for it, and it goes! Huge drop down. Delivering incredible damage to the back of CJ Talias, who has taken nothing but punishment for minutes straight here in the ring at CCW. Sees the day. Watching this, you gotta wonder how much resolve is in this man. When does they build in the quick for someone like CJ Talias?
You gotta wonder how much more CJ's got in him, but you gotta admire how much of a fight he's put in. He's got to be reaching for that tag, he's got to be looking for that tag, because in a tag team match you've got a partner there for a reason, so that when you end up in a situation like this you can get out of there. And I don't think he's doing enough to find his partner. But maybe I spoke too soon. He's going for the schoolboy pin, kicks out. Snapmare.
Showing he's still got a few moves left up his sleeve here, but Lou, you're absolutely right. This is not the sort of teamwork, not sort of the sharing the load that you expect. And I spoke too soon. You see that right in those words. CJ going for the tag, bringing in Gal, someone who's fresh, who's strong, who's ready to pay back in triplicate the punishment dished out to his tag team partner here.
Huge pump kick to the side of the head from Gal Barahay. He's just getting started. He's not broke a sweat in this match.
Elbow chop pin there from Barkay. Here could have been a quick finish. Phoenix hammering the kidneys, shifting these big shoulder blows here as he's got Barkay against the turnbuckle.
Impressive jump over the top there. And a huge, 2 huge strikes. Pete Phoenix falling.
Massive strikes. 2 huge blows to the head of Pete Phoenix within a minute's time. You gotta wonder if the man's gonna remember how to read at the end of this.
If they had got that pin quicker, they could have won this match. Pete Phoenix, 2. I'd say if they had got in there just a second faster, just 1 second faster, they could have been calling themselves the DPW Tag Team Champions. But of course, Lunico's got involved. He's distracting the referee now. Pete Phoenix got to be taking advantage of that, no doubt.
Phoenix, Lunico, of course, respected title belt holders, but absolutely nobody with any respect for the rules. Anytime that ref's back is turned is fair game to those 2 maniacs here in the ring.
And Pete Phoenix, he would love to be on the winning team here tonight. He loves to defend those tag team titles, of course. They would love to get a victory over an international performer trying to expand himself into Sweden. Huge double cross body. Could have shattered both men's rib cages there. That's got to be a big one. Both of them are going to be looking to get out of the ring now. They're in a situation that both of them didn't plan for. Both of them thought they were on the offense there, and now they're on the defense, trying to get out of that ring and get to their partner. Both of these men try to find that fighting spirit within them, try to reach their partner. Whoever reaches their partner first and makes this tag could very well be the team to walk out of here as the champions. Could we see the first ever Israeli-Danish tag team champions?
Lunico gripping his side, might be looking at a bruised rib, a broken leg, some organ damage.
And in comes Gal Barahay.
Whoa!
Elbow!
Gal Barahay!
Like a house on fire, he's on both men here. Huge drop kick. Got both men right where he needs them to be.
Single-handedly devastating both members of your reigning DPW Tag Team Champions.
Using the ropes for momentum there to catch an even bigger drop kick at the end, and he's loving the admiration of this Copenhagen crowd.
Barkay going for the flex, taking his moment in the sun here. Gotta be careful for the hubris. We've seen so many wrestlers before punished as they try and soak up too much of that admiration.
Now I understand just as much as anybody that you can get caught up with the CCW crowd, but that could have very quickly went wrong for them. CJ Talias was lucky that Gal Barahay was there to make the save. They too should not be wasting any time celebrating. They should be in that ring trying to win this match. This is not no disqualification. This is not false count anywhere. The only place these men can win that match is in that ring in between those ropes.
Pete Phoenix begging for mercy here from Gal Barahay, begging for some sympathy, not the behavior you'd expect to see from a DPW Tag Team Champion of the likes of Pete Phoenix.
And a huge slap. Could have bust an eardrum there. And there's the receipt.
Oh, Pete Phoenix with a kick, taking out both members here from Israel, taking out Gal Barahay and CJ Talias. Just when you think Pete Phoenix was beat.
Absolutely effortless.
Pete Phoenix putting on posturing like he's beat, but you realize for a snake, for a trickster, the likes of him, nothing but a tactic to hold on to that belt to secure the win.
And that double knee super kick combination there, like an execution, like a beheading of Gal Barahay. Welcome to Denmark. He's leaving, looking at the lights.
Setting him up for his partner Lunico here to take the pin, securing those DPW belts, walking into the ring with the belts on and leaving with those belts all around their waist. You can see the relief with those partners in their embrace here. Absolutely devastating Gal Barahay and CJ Talias. A strong fight, especially for a debut here in Copenhagen, but not enough for the duo to come home with belts around their waist.
It's great to see two friends travelling to CCW all the way from Israel, but friends don't have the same chemistry as a career tag team like Mr. Universe Pete Phoenix and Lunico. And we just seen Pete Phoenix spitting into the crowd there. We know exactly what he thinks of the Copenhagen crowd.
Those wrestlers that treat this for fun, those wrestlers that treat this as a business. And watching Lunico and Pete Phoenix leave with those belts, seeing those belts celebrated between those two men, you realize these are two athletes who treat professional wrestling purely as a business. They are in it to win it.
Without a doubt, two of Denmark's very best. But you can't help but admire two of Israel's very best in the ring here. CJ Talias and Gal Barahay put on an incredible show tonight.
Absolutely true, and this is CCW TV. Here is Aaron Hathaway, myself, commentating. With me tonight is Lou King Sharp, representing Glasgow, Vice City, Scotland. Thank you once again, Lou King Sharp, for joining us. This is CCW TV.